Hey folks, welcome back. I'm not sure how much this is going to be repeated or recorded, but hey, I'm your host, whatever. As always, we're doing the same thing we always do, which is historic Brawl decks. Specifically, I'm trying to make a historic Brawl deck for every single legal commander. Right now, every single one in the Baldur's Gate Alchemy set. Now today's is Jaheira, Harper, Emissary. We'll just go over this card real quick before we go through the rest of the list, because this deck has a very specific purpose that might or might not be relevant to you. Jaheira is a 1 and a green for a 2/3. It'll go over the specialized in a moment, but the default card has hexproof from artifacts and enchantments, and it specializes into a bunch of versions. They all do basically the same thing. They destroy an artifact or enchantment, and they do one other color associated effect. So green is destroy it and gain life. White is put 1/1s on it. Blue is scry 2. Black is opponent loses life, and red is get a boon to buff your next thing you cast. This deck is green-blue, so the green and blue ones are really the only two we care about, which are scry 2 and to gain 4 life. So this deck, like I mentioned, has a very specific purpose, and that purpose is to just absolutely thrash anybody who tries to play GO-SHINTAI into the ground. We have a couple ways to do this. One of them is we're in blue, so we have counter spells like Wash Away and other stuff to do it. We also have things like Confounding Conundrum to slow down land ramp, Jwari Disruption, again, to block the turn for Negate for some of the other shrines, and most of our counter spells reject, not all of them, but we've got things like Reject. Let me see if I can find one of the other ones that also does this. Saw It Coming. Nope, not Neutralize. A couple of the counter spells will actually exile stuff. We have, yeah, here we go, No Escape. Also a bunch of stuff that returns to hand. And then we have a few of the green pieces that can actually exile graveyards in things like so here, for example, we have Masked Vandal, we have Kappa Tech-Wrecker, and we have Scavenging Ooze, all combined with things like Circuitous Route, Guardian Project, a bunch of other good green stuff to just try to pound out the game and then smash them. And that's pretty much the deck. You'll notice that there's not too much tuning of the lands going on here, but I think that's probably fine. I didn't add all of the multicolor stuff I could, so let's just jump on into it and we'll play a couple games. And like I mentioned, this deck has been built to do one thing and one thing only, and that is to crush GO-SHINTAI. So we'll see if we can actually get any matches of that today. I played like 50 games of Historic Brawl since Friday, and in that time, I saw 7 GO-SHINTAI decks. There were a lot of them at the start, and then they all just tapered off. So we've got Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. I'm keeping track of all my stats now, not so much because I'm interested in Kroxa, mostly because I'm curious to see. So is this a good opening hand to Kroxa? Kroxa's a 2-drop. We'll be able to scry 2, and then we'll be able to Bag of Holding or Saw It Coming, I think. I think this is decent. And given what it is, we'll probably discard Barrier Breach when he plays Kroxa turn 2. I don't need the Semblance Scanner just yet. Actually, it'll be kind of decent. I'm going to keep it there, but I want the Forest first, just so that I can start getting closer to having the other land. Turn 2 will be Bag of Holding. We'll see what his turn 1 is going to be. Okay, Sulphurous Mire. Bring out that. I know his turn 2 is going to be Kroxa. I'm going to set up to block his turn 3 spell because I'm assuming it's going to either be Hand Hate or something I don't actually want to deal with. No, it's going to be Liliana Steward and Sulphurous Mire. Okay, cool. But that means I can now do... So I'm assuming this is hand, an anti-hand attack deck. So this way, even if we do have to discard stuff, he'll get limited juice out of it. I might counterspell Kroxa if he plays it. I'd prefer to hold this for the target opponent discards 2 spells, though. I can also cycle Barrier Breach before he makes me discard it. That might be the smart move. Yep, okay. Target opponent discards 2 cards. No, he doesn't. I refuse. Yep. I'm going to give up Cavalier of Thorns for right now because there's very little we can do with it. And so I don't see much point in holding it until we get the rest of those lands. We'll play Let's play Semblance Scanner instead. Because he can either deal with Semblance Scanner or he can deal with Bag of Holding, but he can't deal with both. They can't deal with both. We'll see how this one goes. But yeah, so I've been keeping track of all my... I should probably put this into the yes category. I've been keeping track of all the games I played, mostly because I'm curious about the actual stats on them. Because it's one thing to hop on stream and be like, yo, all these decks are awful and miserable and I'm so tired of playing against them. But I think it's like more interesting to be able to actually say, yeah, you know, here's the stats. Like, if nothing else, here's my last 50 games. Here's why this is awful. Okay, yeah. Exile a card from creature. Let's do... We'll do this. Cool. And we'll get another land out. So we're kind of set up. Let's see what his next play is going to be. Probably Kroxa? I think I discard Barrier Breach. No, it's Duress. Alright, he's going to get rid of Eliwick. If he gets rid of Barrier Breach, I'll be very puzzled. He's red-black, so he does have some artifact destruction. I should probably leave mana open to sack the bag of holding and get stuff back before he can make me burn it. I probably... well, we'll see. 4-3. There's Harrow. So Harrow spends 3, gets me 2, and we go back to even. End turn. What we'll do is I'm waiting for him to try to play Kroxa, or at least commit to Kroxa. Maybe he's going to try to go for 2 Kroxas in a row. Here's what we'll do. We'll Harrow to get the 2 more forests. Is he going to do double Kroxa? Is that the plan? Has to attack or attackers. I should just leave my mana pool open as long as possible then. Kroxa once, make me discard once. Kroxa a second time, make me discard a second time. Yeah, that seems fine. We'll discard Barrier Breach first and then Masked Vandal. Alright, so let's see what happens. I do Harrow. I'm going to give up an island. Alright, so he's not going to do that. I want these 2 back. Is this 5 other cards from your graveyard? Yeah. He gets priority. I'm returning these back to my hand, so now if he was going to make me discard cards, now would be the time to do it, but... Okay, cool. Seagate Restoration. I'm going to hold that and see if I can get that off, actually. Let's do Cavalier of Thorns. If we can get 1 more land, we can try to do something funky if he tries to make us discard a bunch of stuff. My dude, you at least have to let it resolve before you destroy it. Alright, let's go grab a forest. So now we have access to Barrier Breach. I'm going to hold the rest of this stuff. What I would like to do is Seagate Restoration for 2 next turn. That might be a mistake. We'll see. I'm more than happy to trade the Cavalier of Thorns to go grab back somebody. Who do I grab here? He hasn't shown much hard removal. That can resolve. Yep, there's 1. Alright, so this is pretty easy. We discard Barrier Breach here, I think, right? This person is taking quite a while. Are they trying to do some sort of weird, like... Ah, that's what it was. I was wondering about that. Though, we'll see if whether or not that was the right choice. Does Barrier Breach get me anything right here? Is this an enchantment? No. Are any of these enchantments? So we haven't seen any sign of them having enchantments. I'm probably better off cycling Barrier Breach and seeing if I can at least get something interesting. And then next turn we see Gate Restoration. Yeah, there's Quench. We may exile it. Is there anybody I really want in my graveyard? Not particularly, but I do kind of want Vivian. Is there a anti-flyer card? There's no single target removal. I'm gonna grab you. Yeah, seems fine. And the right call here is probably to give up. So he'll play that for 4, and he'll be left for 3. Right call is to probably give up the Masked Vandal. You know what? If I want to see Gate Restoration, I won't be able to cast Quench anyway. I'm gonna give up Quench instead. I think I've got like 2 more turns. I'm mostly looking for a board wipe. So 6 and 3. Yep, there we go. Okay, that's less than stellar actually. Though at least I don't have to worry about as much discarding cards as much. I guess we can. Yep, and then he'll give up 5 and. Yep. That's probably gonna be lethal if I don't have something. I have the 3 land I need. Ellie's Wick. He'll top 6. 3 on 5 is 8, and 1 is a blocker. That doesn't have menace, but I still lose 3, so that doesn't help me much here. Next turn I'm set up to take 10, and that's not great. I'm gonna give up the forest. Discard a non-land card. Okay. Could be a lot better. Ellie's Wick. For each card type, right? That's creature and artifact. That's artifact. Those are all creatures. That's enchantment. Is there any other enchantments? Just this one. I don't understand why this person is taking so long. Alright, so next up, I can gain 1 life, or I can try to see if I can get a legendary creature. I don't know how many of those I have in this deck, but it's legendary, you gain 3 life. Are either of these super relevant this turn? Not really. There's River's Rebuke, though. That's not good. Now it's on the bottom of my library. Alright, let's play the rest of these. There's a forest. Oh, you know what I can do? I can specialize for 2, blow that up, and discard. Here's what we'll do. Actually, I'll just play the Kappa Tech-Wrecker. Oh, I still have enough life. I'll be at 8, I'll take 7. Yeah, we'll see. Might be a mistake. But I need to keep digging for answers. And I'll get to potentially grab 1 more card. I will say this person takes forever to do anything. Okay, interesting choice. Oh, they wanted the extra creature type in the graveyard. We have to discard an on-land. Let's discard that. Block that. Okay, so that was what they were going for. Nah. I'm a little grumpy that I lost that, but nah. I think I did that mostly correctly. Maybe you should have just held counterspells for some more stuff. Oh look, it's Yarok. Loss. Yep, we have... I'll keep this. It seems good. Mostly you just want to block them from playing Yarok. I'm a little annoyed how it's like, hey, we're gonna make you play against GO-SHINTAI every single game, nonstop, forever. And then it's like, oh, you built a deck to play against GO-SHINTAI? Well, no more GO-SHINTAI matches for you. So I did save all my all the games I've played with this deck so far. Let me just clear that and select Jaheira. And so far in games where my opponent is GO-SHINTAI with this deck, these are all off-stream games. But I played against it 3 times and I've won every single time. Probably because, again, the deck is built. Alright, let's do Jaheira turn 2. At least show why this is kind of good as a commander. Because usually turn 2 is when you go and you play your mana rock, right? Turn 2 or 3. But Jaheira is immune to hexproof artifacts and enchantments. So if they don't remove it, I will just specialize it next turn by tossing a card, and I will blow up Demon's Disciple. Yep. Yes, I will put it back in the command zone. I'm going to hold that. Is there any reason to play anything this turn? If I draw 3, discard 1, I'll be at 8. I already played my land. Let's play Jonathan Harker instead. Command tower. No attacks, and turn. I might save the counterspell. Well, actually I can't do counterspell and this in one turn, so we'll do Saw It Coming instead. Kill away Yarok, the obnoxious. Let's go grab... I'm going to get rid of Treasure Hunt here. So I want to play Guardian Project next turn. Did I already play a land for this turn? Let's tap you now. Draw a card. I'm going to get rid of Compulsive Research. That might end up being a mistake. I did play a land. Okay. Guardian Project. So we'll split the aggression that he's going to be able to throw at anything. Because he'll probably try to remove one of these 2 this turn, my guess. Tetiova, Benthic, Druid. Okay, that's bad. AKA the draw, life, and get cards. I'm putting that back in your hand, mate. Cool, there's my Great Henge, there's my Cultivate. Can't use it yet. Next combat, no attacks, end turn. It might be more valuable to get rid of that than it is to get rid of... Yep, okay. Yep, top of the deck. I will like more land. Best attackers. My turn. Draw. I'm gonna get rid of this island. I don't need it right now. Probably should have discarded it off the top of my deck then, if that was the case. Now that I think about it, but oh well. I won't be able to. He'll be able to play Yarok. I can't do anything about Yarok right now. Let's do this first. Let's go see what... Okay. Barrier Breach doesn't do much for me. Here's what we'll do. Submit. Auto pay. Compulsive Research. Discard a land. all attacks. Oh, I'm very dumb. Okay, he's gonna get rid of Harker's, right? Never mind. I had to do this right. Like, weirdly. Like, I probably should have done it differently, but the way I did it's gonna work out for me. Yep, okay, he's gonna Kite Sail, Freebooter, and steal Great Henge, most likely. Which is fine. So you gotta go grab Swamp. Guardian Project can still do stuff for me. Alright. I would like my Great Henge back, please. Thank you very much. And I'm also going to go take some more free cards, thanks. Next to combat. I don't have any ways to easily return stuff to my hand, so I'm just going to punch you in the face. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Well, we'll see. Whoops. Alright, Boys Jasu, who endures. I think I will. Alright, so let's do Great Henge. See if he's holding. Nope, he's not holding a 1-drop for it. Okay. Jaheira, Harper Emissary. Go get me some cards. Ominous Seas and Harrow. This, I think I can only, yeah, I can only channel it to discard something. I'm just going to punch you in the face again. I don't love how little, like, actual cards to work with I have right now in hand, but he's still, like, well, we'll see. Hey! And there's the concession. Alright, so select all. Select all. That's pretty much how this deck works, right? Is it's your sort of standard control-y list that then just plays into just, it's designed to just beat GO-SHINTAI, right? So that's why it has things like Barrier Breach. There's probably a couple other things that could be added to it, but I'm mostly pretty happy with this list, to be honest. There we go. So now I've got my stream up, I got my spreadsheets up. What a wonderful time to be alive. Rare lands, yes. How do I do the... Not that. There we go, okay. We have a board wipe. Who's our opponent, actually? It's 5-color. We have a board kite wipe. We don't have a land for it. We have a couple planeswalkers. I'm going to keep. We're on the play. This is not terrible. I haven't played much against Tazri. Tazri. I think they're waiting. Are they just waiting to mulligan? Oh, that reminds me, I need to update this part of the spreadsheet. I'm gonna play... Probably dumb, but I'm gonna play Hinterland Harbor. I think that's technically a misplay because it gives away that I don't have a 1-drop, but... well. What you gonna do? Alright, Forest. Jaheira, turn 2, turn 3 will probably be Semblance Scanner. No, it should probably be Dryad of the Elysian Grove, actually. What am I saying? What's his drop gonna be? Guardian Gladewalker Changeling. Okay. That's just a 2-drop. I can deal with that. Ooh, we got the Gale's... Okay, Gale's Reflection is another card that's kind of in this deck, partly just to really screw with people who are playing. Let's do that. Combat. Okay, so this is probably... I don't know what ally is as a creature type. 5-color party is probably the deck type, but I don't know what I specifically need to be watching out for to play against this deck, to be honest. And I don't know like how many counterspells it's going to run or stuff like that. Let's see if I can get Ellie's Wick out. Okay, so he's not counting a counterspell. Venture to the dungeon. We're going to do this one. You are cool, but don't do anything for me right now, unfortunately. I think I can kind of safely go on the offensive here. Plus, I don't have any more lands, so even if I have to trade the Dryad, right, he spends a combat spell on it. I don't have any more lands in hand right now, so it's not a big loss. Bloodline Pretender. So is this Changeling ally deck, I think? Costs 1 less for each. I think he might be land screwed. Next turn I can get a treasure, which would be good. I could get a treasure into Nissa, or I could get a treasure into... Okay. Better plan. Alright, put 2 cards into your library. 1 and... Turn target permanent card. 1 and 2. Draw my land next turn. Dreamroot Cascade. Venture into the dungeon. Get a treasure. That's an artifact creature. I could specialize here. I'm not going to. I'm going to hold for 1 turn, because I want to have Gale's Misdirection. If he tries to do something really big. Like land ramp. I am going to steal that. Probably a mistake, but I think that means he doesn't have much better as a 4-drop, so I'm just taking that. Okay, there's our land drop. Enter into the dungeon. Target creature gets -4. Let's give that to the Guardian Gladewalker. Let's... okay, this is going to be dumb. Play Nissa. Nissa's +1 on this forest. Activate ability. Discard. Agent of Raffine, we can get it back if we really need it. Blow up Bloodline Pretender to remove his count. Drop that there actually, because copying the Forceful Cultivator would be really good. And swing in for 3. Because I don't think he'll be able to. Okay, he's gonna block it. Okay, so he's gonna wipe the board then, right? He doesn't have any white mana, right? 1 white. Yep. Okay, but we can get our emblems. Do I want to get them right now, though? I think the answer is yes. I think this is the right choice. Just getting that emblem for the rest of the game is very good. But that one doesn't do anything unless I've actually finished the dungeon, so we're going to do +1, finish a dungeon. Draw some more cards. And then we'll do... I'm going to leave that out of there for the moment. We'll do Forceful Cultivator. And we'll go grab... We'll go grab another island. Yeah, I think that's the right split. Yep, and I would like to draw a card. And... Yep, I'm just going to get as many cards in hand as I can right now. 1 and 2. Yep, take action. Take action. Okay, cool. We've got some good stuff to work with now. Okay. No attacks end turn. I would like to not chump with anybody, but I will if I have to. You can go grab a bunch of stuff now, though. I wouldn't be surprised. So that's the second white. No, he's got 2 white, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a board wipe in a moment here. You gain 5 life. Okay, cool. We get 1 more big turn. I think we can do a lot with this turn, actually. So how do I do this? First up, let's get my emblem. I think that's the right call. So now my creatures are much bigger, and they can all successfully punch or trade with most of his stuff. Second, we do Valerian, and I put that back in your hand. Then we do, this is probably a mistake, Semblance Scanner. I'm going to attach that onto Forceful Cultivator. I don't think he will choose to, I think he will choose to block that one. And then we'll just go swing in and hit him for a bunch. But I got my two big emblems out, so I think we're in a decent position. We also have a lot of card draw. And then end turn. This doesn't have, this is reach. This isn't an uncommon only deck, is it? I'm gonna feel really bad all of it. No, he's using rare lands. Yeah, he's using Lurking Predator. I feel no guilt. My turn? Okay, okay. The choke. The Art of the Choke. If I ever make a book, that's what it'll be called. Tomb of Annihilation would be faster to get another bonus. And we're already kind of... Yeah, I can just do that. Actually, I'm overthinking this. We just do World Shaper. Yep. Wow, I think I might have actually just almost threw lethal right there if I... Whatever. Next to combat. All attacks. Let's just finish this. Take action. 1, 2, 3. I don't think there's any 2-drop spell. And that'll be another win. Yep. Alright. So I want to keep playing for a bit. At least till one of two things. I'd like to do GO-SHINTAI. So if anybody is watching actually and wants to, I wonder if I've got any friends lists. Friends that I can. I should have found a. Well, I don't know. It'd be cool if I was like, hey, let me go find my friend and we'll play against them for this game. But I feel like that also is kind of dishonest because, like, oh yeah, I'm playing against my friend. The deck's definitely this good, guys. Let's put that new one up. And yes, yes, yes. GO-SHINTAI is now down to only 13% of my matchups overall since last Friday. I don't know, data's cool. But yeah, so basically we've seen pretty much the way the deck works, right? It has a lot of enchantment and artifact removal tools that it uses to try to just sort of burn down your opponent's stuff and then using planeswalkers to build value. Do I keep this? This is blue-white aggro. I don't have a board wipe. I don't have a huge amount of land. But I'm pretty sure this is green-white aggro. The right choice is probably to mulligan, take the free mulligan, and look for... Yeah, so now we at least have a counterspell for turn 3. I think this is better. We'll keep that. Island. So now we've got the counterspell to block turn 3, because I'm assuming that this is... We'll see. Maybe I've misread this deck. Knowing what I do know, it'll probably be Luminarch Aspirant on turn 2. I only have one source of blue. I would rather block the first Toren's cast than I want anything else, and I want to see what I have next. Verity Circle and Negate. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. That way we'll have counter spells for both things. If it's green, that means I need to be afraid of that. What is that 5-drop that gives all your creatures +1/+1 and doubles your mana taps? Deck probably runs that. Maybe Great Henge, but probably not. Okay, interesting choice. So I'm going to next end turn, because next turn I can just sack the well, right? I want him to be forced to play Torrens. Interesting. Wow. Alright, I just got outplayed real hard. 1 second, I need to burn that. So because the thing is, like, next turn he'll play a land, so it no longer matters that I did that. So instead, we're just going to accelerate. I need 1 more green for that, so we'll do 1 green and 1 blue for the split. I'll play the green now. I don't know if I played a land for the turn. I did. Next turn will be the blue, and then we'll do Cavalier of Thorns next turn, right? Hey, so this is one of those. This is the new card actually from. Let's see. Okay, Guardian Project. This is probably the better choice. Whenever you sacrifice a clue. Let's do this instead. We'll grab some more cards. We've got a decent amount of ramp. We've got Calim. We don't, but what I don't have notably is actual. So I can't block. Yeah, that's fair. Not a big issue though for the obvious reason. The obvious reason being, I think he forgot what deck I'm playing. So we'll do that. And I will give up. I would not like to not give up. Well, I'm going to give up. I'll give up green. I'll discard Warniclex because I can get him back with Cavalier. And then I'm going to destroy Minimus. And then, can I just, no I can't play that, but I'll do this. Go grab another green. Can he kill my Jaheira? And I don't think I care if he kills Jaheira. So let's punch him a little bit. End turn, we've got Calim. I will probably try to play Calim this turn to tap something down based on what he's going to do, but we'll have to wait to see. There's Torens. Alright. Tap up to 1, so let's tap down. Let's tap down that. We'll go grab a free card. Treasure Hunt. Now he's got a pretty big board state actually all of a sudden, which is kind of bad. Ooh, Gale's Misdirection. Alright, let's play that Forest. I will still have enough for Gale's Misdirection. No, I won't. Yes, I will. I will as long as Cavalier hits a land. Why do I say words with my stupid, stupid mouth? Well, that is just insulting. Next. No attacks end turn. Did I at least mill? Okay, I did mill Consuming Tide. So we'll hold. We'll try to sack Cavalier of Thorns to get the Consuming Tide back. Yep. Oh dear. Is that indestructible? Yep. Okay. Pass to blockers. What's the biggest threat? I can't kill any of these. So we'll block that there. I'd like to not give up as much. I like to give up as little as possible. That's a 4/4. It's a 3/3. Yes, a 3/3. Actually, here's what I can do. Forceful Cultivator. Jaheira. There's 3. Alright, let's go grab some more lands, hopefully. Wow, those are not helpful cards for me right now. So I need to expect that what he's going to do is this is whenever an on-token creature enters the battlefield. Okay. Islands. Do I get one more turn? So what I need is I need Cavalier Do I have a 6-drop? Okay, so I will sacrifice. The sacrifice ability will resolve, right? First. I'm going to make a very big misplay, as we in the business like to call it. Cripe. Okay. Well, there's only one card, but I am... Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, I think he has lethal. Hmm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep, that's lethal. Good game, mate. Yeah, Intrepid Adversary, he'll buff it up, and I can't do anything about that. I think I just mostly misplayed this game very badly. I think I could. This could have been a winning matchup, but doesn't matter. I lost, which will make it the. Let's block the 5/5, and that is technically the other biggest one, right? Yeah. Man, if I just hadn't missed the Gale's redirection, I think that's probably what did me in, right? Like I did accurately call the deck type, but I didn't fetch stuff fast enough for it, and then I burned a lot of my other combat tricks. All right, let's do some more. Gonna keep playing until either 8 or till I actually get a GO-SHINTAI match. Let's see. Yes! Okay. This is what we're here for. This is what it's all about. GO-SHINTAI. Opponent goes first. I have... These are the right opening cards, but I don't have enough land. I'm going to mulligan. Okay, that was the right choice. We're going to keep this. He's on the play, so turn 1, island. Brainstorm. Okay, I don't need Verity Circle, and I don't need Reality Chip right now. So Reality Chip can go on top. Island. I would like to have Quench for next turn. So I have Saw It Coming, Quench, and Can't Escape. Next and turn. Quench. I don't want his commander to get out, so I need to hold and turn. I probably do Saw It Coming to GO-SHINTAI if he tries to play it this turn. If he tries to play a different shrine, I do No Escape. Nope. No land for you, mate. Okay. I would like another source of green. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that. Okay. Yeah, I can't let him have that, so... Island. Alright. Don't have... Okay, cool. Forest. Okay, next to combat, actually. I can do combat, and then I can do this. I get more damage out of it. Specialize Jaheira into blue. We're going to give up Verity Circle. We're going to blow up Parallel Lives. And don't love or hate either of these cards. I don't think I need more islands. World Shaper is a creature. I don't think I need World Shaper right now. Both those go to the bottom of the deck. Alright, Nissa Vital Force. Yep, there's Binding of the Old Gods. That'll probably be used on... Yep, okay, cool. He doesn't know it, but he did just misplay with that. Because I have no escape. So can I won't have enough mana for it if I do anything. I can do... Okay. I need to have the mana. 1, 2, 3. I will have 3 open for no escape. Yep, this is fine. Next to combat. No point in attacking with the reality chip. End turn. They'll go get a forest. No escape. Go away, mate. Top of the deck. Bottom of the deck. I don't need more land right now. River's Rebuke. Okay, that's perfect. I am going to... I could hit him for that. I don't have lethal. I have almost lethal. I'm going to take a risk. Now, and if I lose here, it's because I'm a greedy motherfucker, but I still have River's Rebuke in hand, so. And that's how we do it. So that is the purpose of this deck, in a nutshell, which is to just show up and butcher GO-SHINTAI into the ground. I don't think I played that. I think I did the mulligan correctly. I'm not sure I played the rest of that correctly. But as you pretty much saw, it has the ability to just wipe out GO-SHINTAI like that. We'll do a couple more games. I probably should have ended it there, but we'll see. That does bring my number of games up against GO-SHINTAI up. On stream. Wonder who it is. Yep, GO-SHINTAI again. Okay. Let's see if I can repeat this and demonstrate that this isn't a fluke, that this deck really is just tuned to... this is not a terrible opening hand. Scavenging Ooze might be good, but I don't love this. I'm going to mulligan it. This is somewhat better. I will keep this because we have Compulsive Research. We're not on the play, so... Agent of Raffine. So for anybody who's looking at this and going, wait, why is Agent of Raffine in this deck? Agent of Raffine is an anti-GO-SHINTAI card, though it's not immediately obvious why. It's an anti-GO-SHINTAI card because it does a really good job of preventing people from playing enchantments off the top of their deck. I'm going to crack this out here. No attacks. I should have attacked. That was foolish of me. Okay, I missed a damage. Yep, replicating ring. Just copies of the chosen creature. I don't have a counterspell. Does it make sense to blow up? I have River's Rebuke. I need to be ready to blow up the... Replicating ring. I'm gonna hold. We'll see what happens. I might have misplayed this with certain parts of it, but we'll still see. I don't think it's over yet. Yep. Okay. Okay. Here's what we'll do. he gonna pay it? Yes, he is. I'm gonna go steal a card off the top of your deck. Okay. This is what we want, because I want a lot more stuff to work with. No attacks, actually, that will be a mistake. So if we're lucky, nope, okay. X's number of shrines you control, whereas 2, so we can get rid of Agent of Raffine. He messed up. Dokie, I'm fine with that. How did he have the extra mana for that? Oh well, doesn't really make a difference. He's got all his stuff. Do I just want to... Well, here's what we'll do. We'll do blue. I'll discard this island. And I'm going to go kill this. Yep, Kappa Tech-Wrecker and reject. I want reject, actually. Do I have a way to draw? Yes, I do. Do I have enough? Yes, okay, perfect. Actually not perfect if he draws his land. Probably should have blown up the replicating ring instead, but, you know. I'm gonna regret that, I think, but we'll see. What I'm trying to do is to get him to commit as much stuff as possible if I'm... Yep. Okay. That's actually pretty bad. I may have kind of screwed this game up. Oh well. The only good thing is that he doesn't have the big combo pieces yet. Kappa Tech-Wrecker would have been incredible. Okay, so that gets trample, right? I should have blocked with Jaheira. Yep, discard that. How many cards do I have in my graveyard? 2 lands, that's decent enough. Okay, I've got Brazen Borrower, I have no counterspells. Let's go cultivate and grab some more stuff again. Try to get as much land to work with as feasibly possible. Island. I did that wrong yet again. I am just an embarrassment. Let's do Paradise Druid. We'll take one more hit from GO-SHINTAI and then... Okay, okay. There's the value target. So we're going to block this for reasons that will be very clear in just a second. Take action. Yes, I would like to remove all perpetual effects. So now I can do all those effects again. Please mill me, please mill me, please mill me. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. I need to get rid of Sanctum of All. I will spend, so let's do Jaheira. Yep. And we'll specialize into blue. Give up Mystic Reflection. And I'm going to destroy Sanctum of All. I don't have any of my Graveyard Hate open yet, but that's okay. Both of these are... Okay, so I need Scavenging Ooze. Can I draw a card somehow this turn? I would like both of these, actually. I could do Kefnet, but I don't have cards for him yet. I could do the Shaper, and I would get back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot of land. The Shaper is probably the right call. But I'm going to lose a lot more stuff for this. I should have put these on the bottom of the deck. I don't know what I was thinking. Yep, there's Mirari's Wake. Okay, okay, cool. Alright, so we do this. Block as much as we can. Take action, take action. Okay, now we've got a bunch of land. Okie dokie. Yari's Wake needs to die. And I can make it die. Because that's his entire land base. So we will specialize. I would like to draw cards though, but I don't. Okay, specialize into blue. I'm going to give up Verity Circle, and we're going to get rid of Miari's Wake, and yep, that's how I want that. Okay, cool. So we're okay. Now I just have to hope this gives me enough time. I'm going to hit him, actually, for some damage. So next turn is Scavenging Ooze. Okay. Take action. Yep. Take action. And this isn't perfect, but Scavenging Ooze is quite good. And it's now time to get rid of Mirari's Wake and a bunch of his other stuff. So let's start the party. Does he have... Okay, no he doesn't, so I need to do this. Okay, venture into the dungeon. Scry 1. I'll do this one. No, I already know what I have on top of my deck. I will do this one for a little bit of life. And then I'll do Kefnet, so I have a bunch of stuff. That leaves with only 2 to buy with. 1, 2, 3. Let's play Kefnet for 3. Next, end turn. Yep, that'll resolve. Yep, unfortunately that'll resolve. That'll resolve. And that'll resolve. Yep. Okay. Pass to attackers. Okay. Let's get rid of Sanctum of All to start. Miari's Wake. And GO-SHINTAI of Cruelty. Yeah, that seems correct. How is he going to pay 1? I don't have any mana, but okay. I don't understand how you did that. Letting him keep a 7/7 seems bad. Letting him keep this out seems... No, that's actually not as bad. Turn target opponent your opponent controls. Go back to the hands, please. Okay. Do I have... I have 8. Time to make some questionable judgments. Okay, first up, let's go see what the top of my deck is. If it's a land, I keep going with this plan. Okay, that's even better. But I can't actually draw it this turn, can I? Okay. Here's what we'll do instead. Actually, if I can get the 8 off, that's much better. I'm just going to create the big-ass creature. Oh, I could have drawn more cards. Alright. Next to combat. Next, no attacks, and turn. He's got a lot of mana. I think a lot more than I have. I don't love that. Oh, I have a 14/14. So at least he can't punch through me super quickly. Alright, what do I get back with Nessa? Is it return target permanent card? Is there even a permanent I want in my graveyard? Not really, now that I'm looking at it. Yep, he's paying it. Alright, is there a creature I can get out of my graveyard and get some more life? Well, I'd rather get rid of his last Doomscar. Okay, never mind. This changes things up a little bit. Borniclex to the 4. And what's my next one? Target creature can't attack until your next turn. Venture into the dungeon. Target creature can't attack until your next turn. GO-SHINTAI of Boundless Vigor. Command Tower. He'll have to block this, right? What will he block it with? Probably just the 1/1. No attacks, and turn. I think that I've probably just panicked and overcomplicated this game. Pass to attackers. It's gonna have me no more cards. Sure. Are there any creatures? I should probably. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of. I don't have much. I'll get rid of Agent of Raffine because I have reasons for that. Alright. What's my next one? Scry 2. Yep, that's good. Venture into the dungeon. Great Henge. I want that. I also want Counterspell. Activate ability. Decline. Brazen Borrower. There's my Counterspell. And let's just go. So I'm at 42 cards. Am I going to get milled out, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have the mana for Counterspell. If I Vastwood Surge, if I kicked Vastwood Surge, I wouldn't have the mana to do other stuff. So I am. Oh wait, I can respecialize you. I think the right. I got to start with GO-SHINTAI Boundless Vigor. I can't have him buffing his stuff up anymore, and I got to get it out of the graveyard. All right, is he gonna use? So let's see if he does it. Yep. Unfortunately, I can stack my triggers, mate. And I still have the mana for Counterspell, but let's play one more island just in case. Ooh, boy! I think that game probably could have gone a lot smoother, but I think that was also a really good example of how this deck is designed to just take shrines to pieces. What time is it? You know what? That was a good game. Let me just add it to the record. Yes. And I will. Yeah, GO-SHINTAI. All right, you know what? I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead, right? I still have I've got my stuff done. I also do still need to go running today. So let's go rank Jaheira. Actually, before we end this stream, let me just pull that up. Studio mode. Actually, I'm just gonna do one thing real quick before I move over to that. I'm just gonna fix some stuff. Actually, I'll just move it over and then I'll talk through it. So I'm just gonna. We'll leave the deck list up first, actually, because I need to get a photo to add to the Wall of Fame. So I'm going to put Jaheira in sort of a weird spot, right? Which is that, well, you'll see in a moment. So this is Jaheira. Intrinsically, this does not look like a great card. But, and this is where it's always one of those things where you rate cards based on how they actually get played, not based on how you'd like to rate them, right? So, stream assets, MTG Brawl cards, folder. No, that's my thumbnails. I have a lot of folders of stuff. So, generic thumbnails, graphs. There we go. Tier list, Baldur's Gate, Jaheira. And that's saved, so we'll just go quickly import it. So I think that Jaheira is really good because, if nothing else, it provides an incredible check to shrines. Having a commander that can just pop up and go, I say no, right, is good. Add a display capture, input capture image. And I think so one thing you didn't see in that game that I'll talk about a little bit now, but it is relevant, is that Jaheira does have hexproof from shrines, right? So you actually can't enchant it, so they can't use like Maximus on it. It can't be the target spells or abilities you control from shrines, and artifacts, hexproof from like artifacts and enchantments. They can't blow it up like that. They can't return to your hand with Aether Prism. There's a lot of, they can't exile it with like white combat tricks, right? It's surprisingly sticky in that respect. Let me just open that. Okay. And we'll pull that over. Now we go. There we go. All right, studio mode. So Jaheira is going to get a coveted spot on this list. I don't think Jaheira is S tier. I don't think it offers enough utility against absolutely everything. I do think it's A tier. If for no other reason than it can absolutely shred. Just shred to pieces. GO-SHINTAI. That's the main reason I made this deck. And so I have been, like I mentioned, I've been recording my win-loss rates for various opponents. So let me just clear Jaheira. I will then clear for GO-SHINTAI. I have played, just so not against friends, I've played 5 games with this deck in total against GO-SHINTAI commander decks. I have won every single one so far. Now, at some point that'll break, right? Because Magic is a game of luck and probabilities. But I don't feel like I'm exaggerating when I say this deck just thrashes GO-SHINTAI into the ground. And that's even with this version, right? You can probably improve this a lot. If you wanted, you could go and you could add some more better trick lands. You could probably maybe replace Bag of Holding. Maybe you go look for better spells. There's things you can do to improve this deck, right? But I have an 100% win rate in 5 games against GO-SHINTAI with this deck. Now, would that continue all the time? No. At some point, people are probably going to be like, oh, I know how this deck works, right? Or if Shrine players are really clever and smart, they'll know what they're doing. But right now, Shrine players are not playing smart. Shrine players are like, oh, we're king of the world because we just got an incredible commander. And this deck goes, that's cool. I don't care. I will return it to your hand. I will counterspell it. I will exile your graveyard. Like, this deck has a lot of tools. It's built, yes, it is built to just deal with shrines. But even when it doesn't have into the shrines, like in removal we're running and stuff like that, right? Like Barrier Breach is like, okay, yeah, this is an anti-shrine card, but you can still use this. You can still cycle it out, right? It still has value even if you're not running into shrine decks. So, and also the fact it's like you get the destruction, you pay 2, you get the destruction, and you get to go scry 2. That's pretty good, right? Like, scry 2 is a decent effect. It's not gonna win you like the world, but I think this is a very strong deck. So I think that's pretty much all I've got to say for today, so I'm going to be ending the stream in just a moment. As always, if you like my stuff, please hit the subscribe button because it gives me that serotonin, and I desperately need that. If you don't like my stuff or you've got things I think I could do better, please leave me comments and feedback. I'm aware that my mic's a little bit scuffy. I have a replacement mic coming in, and based on the FedEx ordering form, the replacement mic comes in yesterday. So, as you might guess, the ordering form is not 100% accurate. But yeah, if you got feedback, as always, also the deck list, if you want to just copy it, is going to be in the video description. So if you want to try this out, if you want to go make GO-SHINTAI players cry, please go take this deck list and go have fun. That's all I've got for today. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you then. See ya.